Da Landlord of One Chance, One Life TV.
Make sure y'all subscribe, man, and support, man. I appreciate all the support, man. One Chance, One Life TV.
Welcome to One Chance, One Life TV.
What's happening, man?
I got the legendary Sam Sneak with me. I appreciate the opportunity, homie.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you having me here, man. You know.
Yeah, man. You know, I wanna get straight into it, man. So like, what motivated you to want to see past those North Miami streets?
You growing up watching MC Hammer and Snoop Dogg, you know. Watching, just watching artists perform. I've always just been like performing since I was a shorty. When my older cousins would come through, I'd be dancing and stuff like that. And then when we was in elementary school, me and my brothers, we used to have like this little rap thing. We used to try to rap. I wasn't really with the rapping, but I always loved music, so I just gravitated towards DJing.
Right. So in your opinion, what separates North Miami from the rest of Dade County?
I mean, North Miami just fly kids, man, Niggas be getting fly, you know what I mean? It's like niggas get money, niggas be fly, niggas hustle, you know what I mean? And we like just some fly Haitians, man. You know what I mean? And even like right now when it's like it be big debates going on, Broward lingo, Dade lingo, but like majority of Dade lingo, it's like mixed with Creole, and you talk about like jouet and things like that. That's like it's North Miami lingo when they mix the Creole with the English. That's like North Miami shit. But now it's like Dade County shit.
Right.
It's like you ain't even gotta be Haitian to even say that. It be Americans, Jamaicans be speaking the same, be saying all type of shit.
So which DJ would you say influenced you the most coming up?
DJ Uncle Al, DJ Griot, Top Villain, Boulder Lover, Boogie Trick. Those like some of the guys, Flavor G. Flavor G actually, he took me in. I used to ride around with Flavor G. And I used to like DJ with Flav. Long live Flavor G, man.
For sure. So how proud is Sam Sneak to be a Haitian, man?
Oh, I'm super proud. When I was in middle school, I on Haitian Flag Day, I took like one of the like drape wooden like sticks, and I screwed on like the big Haitian flag on there, and I had my aunt show me up some Haitian flag shorts, and I went to school with the Haitian flag. Yeah,
for sure.
I even got it tatted 1804 on me, and I got Jean-Jacques Dessalines tatted on my arm. You know what I mean? And I'm well informed. We want to talk about like Haitian history. We can I get into it with people. We'll talk about it and things like that. I'm real proud. I think everybody should be proud where they from. You know what I mean? Like one of the things that I go by is like you got to know where you come from to know where you going. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So like whatever that is, wherever that is, you should be proud and rep that and know that. You know what I mean? Don't just go with the flow. Only dead fish go with the flow.
So what do you feel are some of the biggest misconceptions people have about Haitian people?
That they eat cat. I'll be like, man, what? Nah, yeah, that and there's a lot of like negative connotations when it comes to like Haitians, but I just feel like that's like some psyop shit, like some shit where niggas just put into divide, black people. You know what I mean? Because when you look at it, like Haitians was like the first black country that in the Western Hemisphere that fought against the slaves, with the establishment with like Europeans, right? And I feel like a lot of people didn't know that. It's like in like 20, like in the late, like maybe 2010s, especially with the internet, people across the United States or the world finding out about the Haitian Revolution. Even to this day, people be like, "What's a Haitian?" And then they find out like, "Oh shoot, I didn't even know that." You know what I mean? And I feel like that piece of knowledge was kept away to people, so people don't unify, people don't be of one. You feel me? Because even when like Haitians were independent and things, they they welcomed slaves from America to come. You know what I mean? Like, now I could leave that and come over here. You feel what I'm saying? So it's always been like pro black. You know what I mean? And that's never been like translated or even talked about. You know what I mean? It's always like, yeah, nah, them Haitians or whatever. It's always like some like, let's keep them divided. Let's like separate them, because you know what I mean. And I feel like it's like we as one, and I'm talking all different like backgrounds, whether you Jamaican, American, Trini, you know what I mean. Like we together, it's like powerful. You separate that, it's like, you know, divide and conquer. You know what I'm saying?
That's deep though, for sure. So musically, who was your number one Haitian artist?
Oh man, that's I growing up, it was Sweet Mickey. Like, so I'm like, yeah, sweet, cause like I'm young and I always used to be cussing, so that like he had a foul mouth. I like that, you know what I mean. So I just I always gravitated towards that, you know what I mean. But yeah, Sweet Mickey for sure. Growing up,
So take me through the mindset of a young Sam Sneak. You know, running behind around the time when you was DJing for Jackie O.
um,
What were you learning about the game at that time?
I was learning a lot. For real, for real. Shout out to Gucci Poochie, cause Gucci Poochie and Briscoe, me, Gucci Poochie, Briscoe, Jit, Blue House. We used to go on a road. We used to be in the what they call them. It's not an Explorer van. I forgot what they call them vans. But it's like one of them. You know them vans. Like it's like with the plush sheets and stuff like that. What they call them vans?
I'm trying to think.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to we hop in them and go hit the road and do shows and stuff like that. And I learned a lot. Like as far as being on the road, it was just, I learned how to make an intro because she wanted the intro, and I always was good at like making like shows, like stuff like that. I used to make shows for strippers.
Right.
Right, before I even got in the strip club, I used to make like strippers that come to me and make like they shows. Like they do like private parties. I put their shows together and shit like that. You know, I wasn't even old enough to get in the club, so I would make their shows, and they shows would be next level. You know what I mean? Like, so I already knew how to do that kind of stuff. So I work on the intro, made the intro before she'd come out. And it's crazy. A couple months ago, I was going through one of my old hard drives, and like I still got all that old stuff. Like all that old stuff I did, like all the intros, all the stripper
What you
shows.
gonna do with it, Sneak?
I might play it on live one of these mornings, because you know I be on live in the morning, 7 to 10. I do my little Juke morning show on TikTok and Instagram, where I play a lot of like Florida music and shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's
It's like,
hard.
yeah, it's like get your day going. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. And I get that from, in the mornings. I used to listen to Bo the Lover before going to school. Bo the Lover used to be on the radio in the mornings. When other underground radio stations only used to cut on after 5, because you know the FCC, you know, after 5, they turn off their radios, trying to ride around looking for where the radio stations at to come grab your transmitter.
Yeah.
It's like by 5:30, all the underground radio stations will be on, right? But Bo will be on before 9, so they start at 9 to 5. So Bo used to be on before 9 o'clock. Boy, I think Bo sometimes get on at 7 in the morning, 7 to 9, and he'll play like clean music, and you know he'll give you a vibe.
Oh, so that's where you got your inspiration from for your morning shows on TikTok right now?
Yeah, like I just understood it. Like you can do it, because like I remember Bo doing it, and it gave me like a different vibe going into the day in school. Like, boy, yeah,
That's hard.
you know what I'm saying? Because
That's
you
hard.
listen to other radio stations and they keep it mellow and things like that. And I'm like, shit, for somebody gonna go work out, they not working out to like R&B music. They want to pump it up, like get it. You know what I mean? Let's
Yeah.
get the heart going. You feel what I mean? Get the heart pumping, the blood, and get energized. You know what I mean? You might have slept too short. You know, you might be like a little lethargic. But you know, you get on that TikTok and you like, boy, dog got all that energy. I need to be get. You know what I mean? So
Let's get it.
and I get that. I get a lot of those comments too when people like, yeah, I'm going to the gym, man, or man, bet that up, man. You started my day good, or this day gonna be good for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
And one of the things I end off my show with, I always say this is, if you woke up this morning and things ain't going your way, at least you woke up knowing things ain't going your way, because there's people that ain't wake up and they don't know it ain't going their way because obviously they ain't wake up.
That's deep, there, boy. That's deep. So at 16 years old, you created the Haitian peanut butter jelly record. Walk me through that process.
Mixing Chipman record. I just liked it so much. I was just mixing, like I was trying, like I've always did blends and mashups. I've been doing that since I was a kid, and I'm just like trying to like figure it out and do different mashes to it and stuff. And I realized like, man, this is a mashup of itself, and I'm trying to add on top of it. It ain't gonna really. I'm like, you know what? Haitians ain't got like a version. Let me make the Haitian, peanut butter jelly version. And it's interesting, right? I'm a kid. Nobody even, like, when I gave it the Bo from 105.5, right? They had the underground radio station, Bo Diesel and X-Man. Nobody knew who I was. After I dropped it off, I didn't leave a number or anything.
Oh, man.
So nobody knew who I was. So this song is everywhere, and it's going. Them boys from West Palm, they did their version. You know what I mean? People thought, like, oh, that was, like, the original version because, you know, they went and did the, like that, they did a press run and they shot a video and things like that. And I was like, yeah, no, they got that from me.
They did a good job of putting their face and their name on it.
Yeah, and nobody knew. So, like, it's like now people, like, if you knew me, you went to school with me, you know I did it. But outside of that, people now find out, like, oh, damn, you did that? I didn't know you did that. I'm like, yeah. I was never pressed for fame and shit like that. I just did it because I'm like, we should have our own record. I did it like, you know, on some shit like that.
That's hard. When it comes to Miami music, what role do you feel like Sound Sneak plays?
Shit, I just feel like I play my role like any other good DJ should be playing their role. I don't really sit there and be like, man, it's because of me and this, that, and, you know, I just be like, you want to be good at it, and you want to, like, coming into it, always wanted to make my mark and, you know, play my part. You know what I mean? Play my part to the best of my ability. You feel me? Not half-ass it. You know what I mean? Not on some, like, I'm trying to get some hoes. I'm trying to get fame, you know, all that. I'm trying to play my part, you know what I mean? Because, like, the Miami music scene, I feel like, you know, it just lacked mainstream attention. You know what I'm saying? And when I say Miami music scene, I mean, like, you know, like, there's certain styles of music that's not mainstream. But when you play it at any party, and I mean any party down here, even if you playing it at the games, if the Dolphins game, the UM game, you're going to get a response. You feel what I'm saying? And that's only down here, though. You know what I mean? South Florida. So I feel like, you know, I'm to this day, I'm pushing it to be in mainstream. That's one of the reasons I get on TikTok as well. I play a lot of the Florida shit. So I spent 3 hours playing Florida music. You know what I mean? From all the old shit up until right now. You know what I mean?
That's love, boy. For the youngsters who didn't see it firsthand, man, like, explain to them, like, your script club days and getting a chance to see with your own eyes that BMF movement when it came down here.
Yeah, them boys. So the BMF, they did their thing. It was something that wasn't quite seen before, right? And in retrospect, of like them throwing large bills and shit. But niggas in Miami been making it rain. Niggas in Miami been spending money. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. You gotta think about all the dope boys who getting like hella cash and shit like that. And when they came in the sense they making it rain 20s, 50s, 100s, and things like that, like balling out of control. But it, like I always understood and knew, like, and people down here know, like, you can't go too hard. the Fed building right there. At the time, it was right there off of 163rd, Northwest Second Ave. You know what I mean? You can't just like,
Yeah, you basically throwing a party in their backyard.
yeah, you just telling them, you know what they say, you throwing rocks at the building.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
sure, man. That's real. So how important was Bizzle's lip biting animal record to Dade County music culture?
Long live Bizzle. Interesting story, right? So shout out to Teflon too. So Bizzle always rock with me, right? Bizzle, you know what I mean, good dude, right? And I never forget it. It was TT's birthday party, I think August 18th or 12th, one of them Saturdays. And she had the Great Gatsby theme. And he came in there, and he was always cool with some Bahamians too. They came in there, they was making it happen. The Bahamians came first. They was rocking all night. You know what I mean? And he came in and he was like, man, I got these 3 songs. Cause he had already put out a mixtape called Chow Time Entertainment. You sleep late, lose weight. You know what I'm saying? That's why in the songs in the beginning he'll say that. He had a tape already like that, but it was more like some street shit. So he's like, man, I ain't gonna be rapping that shit. I'm gonna do more like vibe music. You know what I mean? So he came with a CD. I still got the 3 songs too. I got the original, all 3 songs. He came, he gave me the CD. He's like, tell me what you think. Play these songs. So I played the first 2 songs, and me and Teflon was DJing. I'm like, yes, it's cool. The 3rd song was, and he didn't have a name for it yet. He's gonna call it Make It Rain. I was like, nah, call it Naked Hustle.
Right.
Call it Naked Hustle. And when I played it, it was instant. And that took off. And then from there, he was like, yeah, this one I'm really fit to be on. You know what I mean? So when he did Lip Biting Animal, he did it, and he was like, it's cool, but I want you on it. So I'm like, all right. So we went to the crib. He had a crib over there, Miami Lakes, and pulled up and we recorded it. And in the beginning, that's why you hear me say "Alo Totón," like I'm ad-libbing and shit like that. And when that dropped, that was like one of those things, cause like if you listen to it, like he'll take, like at that time people was rocking skulls, right? And he was like, I ain't with that death shit. I'm an angel. That's why he walked wings. So you'll listen, if you go back to listen to any of the things he talk about, don't rock skull heads, just rock wings. Cause he didn't want to represent death. You know what I mean? He wanted to represent like being an angel and things like that. Not necessarily being good, but he wanted to represent like, you know what I mean? Like positivity. He didn't want to be on no skull shit. Cause everybody was rocking skulls.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? They had the skull chains on they shit like that. He was like, nah, I ain't with that.
That Dipset influence, Jim Jones back in the day.
Nah, that was really Ali shit.
Okay.
Ali influenced them boys.
Okay.
Them boys wasn't drip like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real. That's where that came from. When they started hanging out with Chip, and them boys started doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like Disco Rick gets the flowers he deserves?
That's another one I used to listen to too. Wiggle Wiggle was one of my favorite records growing up. Yeah, boy, Disco Rick is back again, but this time on Loot Ricker. So let's get busy. It's a lot of people that don't get the recognition and flowers they deserve because there wasn't no internet. You know what I mean? There wasn't no internet out there like that. You feel what I'm saying? But Disco Rick is definitely one of the pioneers in Miami sound for real. You know what I mean? And he helped a lot of people too. But yeah, he's not the only one. To answer your question, not really. But yeah, he ain't the only one. Shout out to Rick, man. Shout out to Disco Rick.
Who are some of the like top Dade County promoters like throughout the years and Sam Sneak Eyes?
Promoters?
Yeah.
Shout out to Dewberry, Long Live Dewberry, DWO.
Legendary.
So if y'all don't know, right, Green Eyes too, Smitty, you know what I mean? Smitty legendary. I can't remember homie name. I used to do iguanas on Mondays. He was a former Miami Dolphins player. He had iguana on Mondays. He was doing his thing too. Um, but Dewberry, right? Had Banana Joe's and Coconut Grove.
That's my end down
Had
south.
Life.
Dewberry legendary.
Yeah,
Boy.
Dewberry legendary,
God bless his
man.
soul.
Yeah, Dewberry is they don't talk about Dewberry, but shout out to Lil D too. But yeah, um Dewberry had them parties, man. It was another club he had. It was Banana Joe's. They used to do Life. And, it was a few other spots. Shout out to AJ. Shout out to Big Ralph too. They did their thing up this way in North Miami. You know what I mean? Them boys had their parties. They had Gustos over here. When Gustos was across the street from on Biscayne. They used to do Gustos. They used to do Randy's. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, and I got to shout out Butterfuco, Joey Butterfuco, George Dukes. George, a lot of people just be seeing George Dukes, you know, you be smoking his cigars and be thinking like George Dukes had like parties too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had legendary parties too.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been outside for a long time.
I already
man.
know. I know you know.
Shout out to Headliner Mike and them boys too. You know what I'm saying? I know I feel like I might be forgetting somebody, but yeah, those some of the pioneers of like when you talk about legendary parties, like boy,
Yeah.
some people, yeah.
So throughout your years of being inside the strip club DJing, like who would you say like some dancers that you seen like, you know, really control that stage, man, and do what they do?
There's a few, but I don't. So the thing is, a lot of them transcended into something else. So I don't like talk about them. I'll let them talk about it, and if they bring it up and bring me up, I'll be like, oh yeah, that's a fact. You feel me? Because there's a lot of people that's the past life for them. So I'm not here. I don't be wanting to blow nobody's spot up. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If you want a different path, it's cool. But one person I can mention is Tip Drill. Tip Drill. You know what I mean? Tip Drill. Yeah. Tip Drill. For sure.
Yeah. So what are some of your biggest contributions to the MMG brand?
In there since day one, day zero. Day zero. The Maybach drop. Tagging. Like, so we was doing this, Rock the Bells thing for LL Cool J. And Ross was supposed to perform Hustling. And I'm all about branding. So before he performed, I hit the Maybach music, but I did it for like 30 seconds, like Maybach music. So the girl from Def Jam came to me and she was like, "Hey, this is what we doing rehearsal." She's like, "Hey, so do you think you could just hit the tag like one time and then then play Hustling?" I'm like, "All right, cool." So we did the rehearsal. Did exactly how she said, but when we went live, and I went extra longer just because you told me that, and it's like, she want me to do,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I just always supporting, you know what I mean, being one of the hottest DJs in the streets and the strip clubs, always making sure my other peers, DJ peers, playing the music, you know what I mean, showing love and things like that, being on top of it, you know what I mean, like, or listening to records and like knowing like, yeah, this it right here. Yeah, I'm about to run this in the ground. This it. You know what I mean? It's countless things, you know what I mean? We can go on and on.
For sure. So doing all the years of you touring with Ross, like how much input did you personally have on like putting together his show CDs and stuff? His playlist rather.
So okay, so we DJ, so look, right? We'll do, and this the thing about Rose, right? we can have a set list of 20 songs. We're gonna do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, do that. And when we go out there, the audience different from what we just did. So it'd be like, yeah, we ain't gonna do that, we gonna do this. But he don't gotta come back and talk to me. He'll just say something and I already know, oh, yep, we just gonna do diced pineapples. Oh, yep, nah, we gonna shift over and do BMF. No, we do, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he don't gotta walk back to be like, hey, so, you know what I mean? We're like, oh, what we doing? You know what I mean? Like, he just say something and, you know, I'm gonna drop that.
Right. That's hard. Yeah. What were some of the biggest obstacles being Ross DJ once he became a superstar?
Man, you gotta be on your P's and Q's, man. Like, cause you know Ross is like, he's like a star, right? So you can't have a laptop about to die. You can't have a janky laptop. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't like show up half-ass. You gotta like, if not match his energy, surpass his energy. You know what I'm saying? Because you know the DJ, he playing the music. It's the most important thing. You know what I'm saying? One of the most like the obstacles for me, right? Is like, I wouldn't say obstacles, but it's like if I'm DJing, right, and like, it's, let's just say he performing in the middle of a song and like a police officer come to me and be like, yeah, cut the show. Like, well, walk out there and tell him. I'm not fit to stop the song and make my, you know, artist look crazy. You feel me? Where he got to look back like, hey, what the fuck? You go tell him it's over. Until then, I'm rocking. I almost went to jail a couple of times about that.
Yeah.
Not listening to the police.
Sure.
Hey, stop. Hey, stop. Shh. Go talk to dog. You feel me?
That's hard, yeah. That's hard.
You never want to make the artist look crazy, when, especially as a DJ, because he's trusting you to make sure you hold it down. You know what I'm saying? It for him, if it looks and it feels crazy when he got to turn around like, what the fuck? You feel what I'm saying? Like, he rapping and the song just cut off and shit like that. Nigga feel crazy.
Yeah.
You never want the artist to feel crazy.
That's real. So while being Ross DJ, did he allow you to pursue business opportunities outside of the MMG?
As far as what? Like what?
Like branding, anything, like any opportunities?
I
like,
be branding all the time. Like,
right.
I got my own sneaker shop. Me and my brothers, right? Sneakers box smoke shop, right? I've done Shoneville radio. I help other DJ people, like my DJ homeboys, like get a look and shit like that and branch off and do their own thing. I've always been on some like, let's push the culture forward. Let's do some shit for the crib. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people that come down here and hear the music, they don't understand it until like they get into a setting and see how everybody vibe and be like, oh, okay. But if you just play a song stand alone, like you in a car, and people be like, what the fuck is this? You have to be in a set and to know, like, well, this the vibes right here. You know what I'm saying? Play this anywhere, boy. You gonna get the party vibing.
Yeah, the crib music different to a lot of people.
Yeah,
man.
it's different. You know what I mean? But it allowed me to people to like, rather than shut it down, they'll give it a real listen. You know what I'm saying? Like, or try to understand it. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing this shit nonstop.
Yeah,
like, that's one thing I ain't gonna stop. Some people be like, you still be making that type of shit? Like, yeah. Like,
ain't no stopping.
nah, it's the virus, the crib. It get better, it elevate. You know what I'm saying? But it's pretty much the same up tempo beat. You know what I'm saying? Drums and different type of cadences to it. Yeah, juke stick slide, vibe, get there.
So outside of Rose, like, who was your favorite MMG artist musically?
Tupac, Trick Daddy, Snoop.
No, I'm talking about in the MMG brand. Like, besides Rose, like, who was your favorite MMG artist?
And MMG?
Yeah, in MMG.
Gunplay, Meek. But Gunplay like underrated.
For sure, I agree, totally.
Always.
Yeah, we just had him here a couple months ago. I totally agree.
Gunplay, like when people see Kendrick Lamar and they be like, man, Kendrick, like, and then he'll tell you, man, he like artists like Kodak. He loved Gunplay. Like he got Gunplay on one of his records, like, you know what I mean, early on. Like, I tell you, like he understand like that wordplay, gunplay serious with it, man. I gotta like go back and listen to some of gunplay shit,
Yeah, I
man. He
agree.
be effortlessly, man. Gunplay, like you go listen to Bible on the Dash, man. Like you feel like yeah, boy, gunplay on like I feel that pain, I feel that real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Shout out to GP, man.
yeah, that boy underrated. I agree. So from your perspective, besides Ross, Wale, and Meek Mill, why do you feel like the rest of like MMG artists has had trouble, like with the mainstream success?
Shit, ahead of their time. If you go listen to Triple C album, Custom Cars and Cycles, man, that shit hard. It was ahead of its time. That album was at least like 4 years ahead of its time. If it would have dropped 4 years later, everybody would have been rocking to it from the beats to the tracks. Listen to the album,
Yeah,
Custom Cars and Cycles.
I got to go back and
Yeah,
listen
go
to it.
listen to it.
Yeah, I got
That
to go
shit
back and listen
hard.
to it.
That shit is hard. It was just really just ahead of its time. People weren't really, even when Ross dropped, like that shit was different. When Ross dropped hustling and shit like that. They was like, oh shit, Miami niggas could spit like that. You see what I'm saying? And it was just like, and then on top of that, like people just, that shit was just like on some, motherfuckers just want to hate. You know what I mean? Not give it a chance, especially when it's different. It's hard to like break through when people don't even want to give it a chance. It's already hard to break through when you break it through so much shit. But then when they don't even want to try to give it a chance, like they borderline hating, it's even harder. But yeah, if you go listen to that Custom Cars and Cycle album, man.
Yeah, I got to check it out.
Yeah, man.
What do you think went wrong for artists like Stally and Rocky Fresh when Ross signed them?
Um, I don't know. Stally was dope, man. Stally did his thing, man. But a lot of that stuff, man, like there's a lot of stuff that just didn't work because it was like ahead of its time. Cause right before that, like Stally like a laid back type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he different. He different.
Yeah, and like people were just kind of stuck on trap. Gotta be trap or this. It wasn't more like a lot of that laid back shit that was mainstream, like him, Currency, all that. What them niggas on? It wasn't so much mainstream. It was still underground type. You know what I mean? And it like a lot of people weren't ready for that. You know what I'm saying? Like him and Rocky similar. They like laid back dudes. You know what I'm saying? Laid back. They give you some chill shit. You know what I mean? Shit you could smoke to and vibe to.
So you think at that time their music was kind of being rushed to the mainstream?
I don't think it was being rushed. It's just when you put it out there and you work it, people just they ain't ready for it. Man, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Nigga geeked up. Nigga trying to hit some heavy 808s, man. Nigga trying to vibe.
Yeah. Nah, that's real. That make a
You know
lot
what I'm
of sense.
saying?
That make a lot of sense. So Rick Ross, Apple of My Eye, was produced by Major 9. Explain your involvement in that record.
Nah, but always send me beats. Or we'll be in the studio. Or like he'll hit me. And I'll listen to him make some beats and shit. So when I was working on Rather You Than Me, I was like, send me some tracks, man. Fuck with some shit. And when I play beats for Ross, I just play them. I don't tell him who the producer up until like he lay something on it or it's gonna make the list or something and be like, oh yeah, this the producer that did it. So when I played that record, it's like, yo, load that up. Right? Engineer loaded up. I think it was it was Tomcat. I think it was Tomcat that recorded that. And it was like, load it up. It was in Atlanta. It was in the Zenith Studios. Like, yo, load that up. And he wrote the first verse to it. And I'm like, yeah, that shit hard. And we kept playing the first verse back. He's like, who made this? I'm like, Chad. Chad? Chad? My Chad? Like, yeah, Major 9. Nah. Man, his Chad almost got in trouble about that.
Yeah, because he was still in school at the time, right?
Yeah. NCAA, I owe that boy, man. They sent him a letter. Like, he was about to get kicked out of school about that. Because it's saying he violated NCAA rules and shit like that.
Oh.
Nah, it was a real thing about that.
So how did he get around it? You don't know?
He had like his coaches had to speak up for him. Like they had to really have a conversation. Like it just was like it was weird. It was really weird. It wasn't like it wasn't like some. It wasn't on some. And for me, I just feel like that's just on some like NCAA always been on UM. You know what I'm saying? Anything the athlete do that play for UM is scrutinized. Anything but other schools, D1 schools can get away with murder doing some wild shit. You know what I'm saying? Boosters get caught with them and they just they sweep it under the rug. Just wild shit.
Yeah.
Man, any little thing with a UM artist, especially back then, it's like, hey, yo. You feel me? And that personally, me, that's how I felt like on some shit like that. Cause it was like, bro, it's not a booster. This is a nigga who been doing this since high school. He came into the university having this talent. This is shit he did. Like, he's just talented. You know what I mean? It's like something he created. You know what I mean? Ain't no sample. Ain't none of that. He did that. You know, he played major 9. The 9 is because he played 9 different instruments.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's hard. Yeah.
So, like, what do you do with that? Like somebody using their talents to make money. Like, what you feel me? Like you want them to just only play football and starve to death, or just leave the other talents alone? Don't even pay it no mind.
And then they come right behind that and bless the kids with NIL deals now.
That's why I say the NCAA owe that boy.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
So Mike Smith Drill's record. Whose decision was it to bring Sam Sneak onto that track?
I don't know. You got to ask Smith because Smith hit me about it. But Smith like, man, I need you to get on that. And I was in Atlanta. I was like, what you want me to do on it? He's like, I want you to put like a verse on it. I was like, I wasn't really for it, to be honest.
Right.
And I'll never forget it. I played it, and I'm in the studio with Skrilla, and I was like, "Hey, you think I should do this?" He's like, "Hell yeah, man! You be snapping." I'm like, "All right." I loaded up. We should have recorded. He actually recorded me doing that. I recorded in Atlanta. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a classic Dade County record.
Yeah,
man.
I wrote it, boom, did it real quick, and then I was like, all right, boom. 'Cause I wasn't gonna do it. I was like,
You didn't feel like the record needed you on it.
yeah, it was already, it's like, it was hard. But then, you know, I did it, and I actually flew down just to do the video. Like, I was in town for like 3 hours, and I was like, I'm gonna come do it, and I'm out, because I had to do a show later on that night. So I'm gonna come, do it for you, and then boom, I'm out. And here's interesting, right? So I was growing my hair out. Nobody knew that because I'd always have a scully on. But in that video, it was the first time I let my hair out. So you'll see me shaking my little dreads. It was like, I'm just showing people that I got wicks. When I did it at the video, people was like, you had hair under that? They just thought I had a low boy the whole time. You know what I'm saying? But you go back and watch that video, yeah.
Have you ever put in any effort into a Sam Sneak and Uncle Luke record?
Nah. I mean, I've sampled a few Luke records like that I got, but I've never really. Nah. You know, OG just, I don't think he really be on that still. I gotta ask him.
Yeah, that Dade County need that, man.
I gotta
that
ask
Sam
him.
Sneak and Uncle Luke, man.
I gotta ask him, see if he with it.
Yeah.
I can't even say he not with it. I never even asked him. I should ask him. Yeah, that's good. I'm a holler at. I just saw him the other night when we was honoring Disco Rick, because the podcast, what's the name of that podcast? Live, what? Growth, success, growth. I forgot the name of the podcast, but they honored Rick, and I was there, and Luke was there too. JT Money was there, Michael Sterling was there, Jay Shin was there. Shout out to Pops. Pops was there too. Byron was there. Shout out to B. Buck from Overtown, he was in there too. It was really good, man. Honored Disco Rick, man. Showed him some love.
Shouts out to Disco Rick. So musically, do you remember your
Growth,
go.
Power, and Success. I think that's the name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that podcast. Yeah.
Growth, power, and respect.
No, Success. I
Success,
think that's the
okay.
name of it.
Alright.
I always want to make sure I give people a proper credit. I just be forgetting. Like at the moment, it just yeah, Growth, Power, and Success podcast. That's what it is.
Shout out to them.
Yeah.
So musically, do you remember your first time hooking up with Billion Bird?
Musically?
Yeah, musically. Like the first time y'all got in the studio together and created.
Nah. Well, what I did? I think I did Zombies with Bird. Was it Zombies that was first? No. No. No, I did a song for his tape. I hosted his mixtape, me and DJ Obscene. And then when I started recording music, I did a song. I forgot the name of the song. I did a song for him. And then he did a song on my a beat that I made. I forgot the name of it. I've been working with Berg so long, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I gotta pull that song up too. You reminded me.
So
Yeah.
so how important was it for you to build relationships with artists outside of the MMG brand?
I mean, building relationships is important, period. You know what I mean? Like, especially if you want to help the brand or whatever it is you're doing, you want to build relationships outside of your normal circle, and so you can grow. You know what I'm saying? That's something you want to do. That's in anything you do. With your circle you have, you always want to network and build relationships outside that, collaborate with people, you know what I'm saying? Bring things to the fold, you know what I mean? Because you can create other things and make things happen. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Have you ever built your own personal relationship with DJ Khaled?
Khaled?
Khaled,
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. I rock with Khaled.
Yeah.
Like, I've been supporting Khaled since when he first did the Listen album, and his first single was Holla at Me Baby. Yeah. I supported Khaled all through this whole journey. You know what I'm saying? My favorite DJ Khaled record is Brown Paper Bag. That's just
That's a classic record.
yeah, man, cause he got Jewels on there, Jeezy, he got Rose on there, and Wayne, and Jewels came on there, man. Jewels spit a nice bar, like verse on there. Yeah.
Brown paper bag money, huh?
Yeah.
Have Sam Sneak ever had a real conversation like with Jay-Z?
Yeah. I had a conversation with Ho before. It's not like an extensive conversation, but it brief. But I've had a conversation. I've been in the studio with Ho before. When he came through to check out Ross' album, was working on Ross' album. He popped up in the studio. He had a low boy then. I had my wicks out. Yeah, he bumped into me. Like, he come in, I'm walking out. I also go to the bathroom. He looked like, it's interesting hair. I'm like, I bet.
Now he got it on his head.
Yeah. I told him that to him. I saw him at the God did video shoot at the Grammys. I was like, you don't remember? He's like, yeah, I remember. Hov cool, man. Hov is like, he laid back. You know what I mean? He don't really say much unless he need to say something. But he observing shit. He cool.
So, what kind of conversations did you and Nipsey Hussle have outside of music?
Man, by everything, man. Intellectual property, all money in, and not just his like brand, but all money in, just the concept of it. You know what I'm saying? Putting the money back in, whatever it is you're doing. The money come in, put it back in. You know what I'm saying? You doing something, put the money back into whatever it is you're doing. You know what I'm saying? He played me his album before it came out. You know what I'm saying? Like letting me know, telling me the vision and shit like that. And like when Nipsey first came down, I'm like took him around Miami.
Yeah. Explain to me like what happened, because I know Ross was trying to sign him at that time.
Yeah,
Like,
but he wanted to be on his independent shit. He respected Ross. He respected Ross, especially Ross hustle. Like how Ross grinding got to where he got to. He respected it, but he wanted to do his own thing. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to be signed under no label and shit. He wanted to be like a boss, standing on boss. You feel what I'm saying? Ross respected it. You know what I'm saying? Continue to fuck with him and shit like that too.
yeah,
Yeah.
that would have been big, boy. So, what are some of the most motivating words you ever received from Black Bo?
I put it on my page, man. Just to unite all like man. Well, really, other than that, fuck that shit, Sneak. Just do it. They always tell me that, man. Fuck all that shit, man. Just do it. Cause I always be like, nah, but that, man. Fuck that shit, Sneak. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah. Were there any times that you feel like you got lazy and relied only on the opportunities that Ross presented to you?
Nah, I barely sleep. I always be on some other shit. I'm always like, I'm always like doing something musically, but I don't put it out or I don't talk about it enough, so no one really know. You know what I'm saying? I'd be doing shit all behind the scenes, but you won't know because I don't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Or push the issue. But I'm always just like on some, gotta do this, gotta do that. Let's do this. Let's do that.
You're always quietly busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's hard, though. So when E-Class stepped away from music, what impact did that have on the Miami music scene, in your opinion?
Shout out to E-Class, man. Man. E was just like some marketing genius, man. And I didn't know the extent it was. So one day I was in Po' Boy Studios. I'm in Chuck office, I think, right? Shout out to Big Chuck. I'm in the office and there's like a letter from Miami Beach, like a bill. That shit was for like some crazy shit. I think it was like 90,000 or like 114. It was like some shit like that, like a bill. And they charged them because the nigga had posters all over Miami Beach. So you get fined for that.
Right.
So he had Po' Boy posters all over the place. He had rap tour buses, and this is before. So you can't go on the beach with tour buses no more. Like on the strip, you can't do that no more, right? And before they stopped that, man, dog had like two big tour buses, like Jackie O and Po' Boy tour bus. It was Jackie O, all the Polo Rich Girl album cover, and the other one was like a TVT rap. And like I forgot what company he used to do it, and he looked at it and he was like, "I'm gonna start my own shit." He started motion graphics.
Right.
He started his own like printing company when he bought the big machines to rap his own buses because he was rapping jitneys. He had Cognito rapped on the jitney. He had POD rapped on the jitney. You know what I'm saying?
E-Class wasn't playing.
Nah, he wasn't playing. But like he just fell back and it was like, I don't think like people had that hunger and drive. You know what I mean? Lee, Freezy, he still was doing this thing now. He just do with Strong Arm and he do Flow Rider and what they do. You know what I'm saying? But he was just like what they call it, guerrilla marketing. Yeah,
At his finest.
he was a guru of that guerrilla marketing, man.
Yeah, sure. Did you and Ross ever have a conversation about the Vancouver incident?
I mean, yeah, right after, ain't nothing,
Yeah.
we left together.
For sure. Sure. So lately, Ross has been out performing without Sam Sneak, man. Elaborate on that for me, Sneak.
He been DJing, he been performing without Sam Sneak.
Yeah.
I mean,
But it's still all love between you two.
yeah, me and Buddy cool, man. I think people make it more than what it is. You know what I'm saying? Man, if anybody knows Sneak, they'll know Sneak will be ducked off and be in his own world and just, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, if you know me, you know. Like, it's...
Talk to me,
If
Sneak.
you know, man, if I say anything or like if it's a problem, I'll say something. If it's um if it's anything, you'll know. Like, yeah, hey, you see, you know what I mean? And vice versa. It's be like, nah, I don't rock with that nigga. You know what I mean? Like, it's me, man. Lay around for it, man. 2026.
For sure. So what separates a tour DJ from a club DJ in your opinion?
Shit, not too much, but a lot. So let me expound, right? You remember how I just told you when we go out there and like we'll change the set list mid show, you know what I'm saying? Like based on the audience, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this audience, they'll fuck with Tears of Joy. This audience, they gonna fuck with like Pop That. You know what I'm saying? So you'll shift like things like that, right? Reading the audience. But you only like 45 minutes to 2 hours, depending on how long the show is, right? But in the club, it's a confined space, it's smaller, and like it's still reading the people, you still reading the crowd, but like the songs are not one artist. You know, they're not playing a set list of like the same artist. It's multiple different artists, and then you like the vibe. You know, as far as like, all right, these people want to dance, so you go into a set of people dancing. These people want to chill. You go into a set and people chilling. Now these people want to feel like trap stars. Then you go into that set. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta be able to do that on drop of a dime, like boom, just to keep the crowd and the party going. You know what I'm saying?
So it's easy, but it's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so doing the concerts, like everybody make some noise. Crickets. Yeah, oh shit. What the fuck? Make some noise. Crickets. That can happen to you, right? So it's like, how do you talk to the people? You know what I'm saying? You gotta know that type of shit. You feel what I'm saying? In the club, you don't necessarily have to do that. You can just go and play the music and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So as a DJ, how do you feel about artists that think they bigger than a DJ?
They soon find out. Everybody do. Everybody finds out. Like, think about this, right? There's no party you go to, right, that doesn't have a DJ, right? And if they don't have a DJ and they just playing off a Bluetooth speaker and shit like that, it ain't a party. It's a get together. It's a gathering. If you go to a party, there's a DJ, and without that DJ, ain't no party. That's anything, any function, whatever it is. Yo, so we need a DJ. You know what I'm saying? Even if you just need a DJ to play 10 songs for a 3-hour event, because you might be doing like a speech engagement, so you don't really need. But you need somebody that's going to be able to play the music and know, like, all right, I'm play this song at this part to get the audience and still engaged to want to sit down and listen to the seminar or whatever it is. You feel what I'm
DJ is
saying?
needed.
Yeah, DJ is definitely needed. It's very important.
Yeah. When it come down to the don'ts and the verts, does that even interest sound Sneak at all?
I got one. It's just been in the shop forever and a day, but.
But you got a vert or a dunk, son?
I got a dunk, 7-1.
Okay.
Yeah. I got the, like, it's crazy. It's like 80% done.
It's coming.
Shout out to Jit, man. I rock with Jit. We gonna finish it this year for sure. I know I tell you that all the time, but for real, we gonna do it. The interior done. I got the frame done. I got rims for it. I got the tranny. I got the motor.
So we liable to see it at the next Rick Ross car show.
Oh yeah, definitely. I got an E30 too, BMW E30.
Yeah.
I'm into that too.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
into like old school foreign whips.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Growing up, I used to watch like my uncle had a Benz. He had a diesel Benz. You know what I'm saying? Like them boys that was getting money. Them boys had Benzes and Beamers and Bentleys. You know what I mean? The donks was for the younger niggas.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's like John Doe and them niggas. They started that shit. You know what I'm saying? I believe like 97, 96. Some boys started that. riding around with them donks and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the Beamers and Benz has always been a thing.
For sure.
Way before donks.
For sure.
Niggas getting money. Shit. Big Ike and them niggas ain't had no donk. Niggas was in Cadillacs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was in Benzes and Beamers. Niggas getting money. You know what I'm saying?
That's real though now. That's real now. So how do you feel about AI potentially taking over the DJ world?
Cap. Dog, AI can't read no crowd, boy.
Oh, that's real. Damn, that's real though now.
Like, what you, like, bro, you in a room full of niggas who on beans.
Real though now.
Can you understand how to articulate to them niggas? Or a room full of niggas that sipping lean? Do you know how to, like, really get them niggas vibing? Like, come on. Now, generically, if you talk about some people who just want to hear some, like, commercial music or just to play some shit, it's like automated radio station playlist, bro. That don't move nothing. You just got the shit playing.
Yeah.
But like even when you look at the radio stations, right, and like they playing music throughout the day. There's a show, right? Whether it's the morning show or afternoon show or the late show, there's always a mix show in that show where there's a DJ mixing. You feel what I'm saying? Because got to keep it going. It ain't automated like, all right, this song play to the end and the next song. That don't keep that shit going. It's the mix shows with the DJ mixing, a human.
That's real.
You know what
That's
I
real.
mean?
Do you ever think about mentoring up and coming DJs?
Yeah, I do it all the time. Holler at me, what's up? Yeah, you know what I mean? It's a lot of DJs, they fuck with me, they know. They might not say nothing, which is cool. I don't do it for like, oh yeah, say I'm the one that, but a lot of DJs got music because of me. My hard drive. That's a fact.
Yeah. We got to pull that hard drive out, Sneak.
Yeah.
Come out with all that classic. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's a fact. I tell DJs in Miami all the time, go in and type in SNK in your computer and see what pop up.
Yeah.
You'll see it, you'll see how, you'll see. You got your shit from a nigga that got they shit from a nigga that got they shit from my hard drive.
Are there any up and coming like Dade County artists right now like you that done caught your attention musically?
Man, they do. It's just some like, man, y'all gotta leave some of that talk alone. There's some talks they talk about, be like, yeah, man, you niggas is self-snitching out. I can't get jiggy with that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, y'all niggas, I can't get jiggy with certain shit niggas be talking about. I be like, nah, it's crash out shit. Like, I ain't even finna do it. Like, you know,
you don't want to attach yourself to it.
It ain't that. And also, it's like, I know how that shit end. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it'll be flawed to just push it. Next thing you know, nigga in a bad situation, and I just move on to the next.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, it's business, but it's like our music scene ain't even nowhere to even be playing like that. You know what I'm saying? And doing it like that. How like other cities may be having some type of shit going, but it's like, and the crib is small. Like,
It's definitely small.
you know what I'm saying?
Definitely small, man.
It ain't big like other states where they can diss a nigga that live 45 minutes away from them or an hour and a half away from them.
Yeah.
This nigga live like 15 minutes down the street from me on the next fucking block.
Yeah, that's real, boy. So it sounds neat, like finna focus more on like building up his own music catalog.
Yeah, I got a lot of shit. I'm about to put out. But speaking to that too, though, I am working with artists. Like, there are artists I'm working on. Working with. Got a project with Tafia. You know what I'm saying? We got like a boatload of like homegrown talent from Miami. It's called Vulture Island.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of homegrown artists on that.
I just seen Tafia, I think yesterday or something, speaking on that.
Yeah.
On Instagram. Like, talk to me. Who on that project? Like, talk to me.
Everybody could think of.
Right.
Even the ones I'm talking about, let's talk about that they on it too.
And you and Tafia came together on that project? Like,
yeah. So
creatively and everything?
Yeah. So he came up with the idea. He's like, man, I'm finna do this, man. I want you to be part of it. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. So I came to the studio. He played me some tracks, and then from there we started working on it. Like, yo, you think like who will work on this? You think this person, that person? work together. You think they fuck with each other? That's another thing. A lot of niggas don't fuck with each other down here. They fuck with each other, but they don't. Like they'll fuck with each other and listen to each other's shit, but they ain't gonna get on the record with each other, which is strange.
Publicly they don't mess with each other.
Yeah, it's strange. It's like even if they fuck with each other publicly, but they won't necessarily get on a record together. I don't get it. I don't know. It's some weird shit, but we worked around that and we put some shit together where we got artists on the project, and you'll be surprised. We got a lot of local artists, homegrown artists, because they not local. I feel like they internationally known, just not known yet.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. The world waiting to hear from them. You see what I'm saying?
And what do you feel like it's holding Tafia and Kid Omar back from like reaching that? You know what I'm saying? That next level of success as an artist.
The career is it's not just them, it's just the career. It's just, I think somebody said it when it was like, people not easily like moved and fascinated by this shit. But I look at it like, yeah, no, it's not necessarily they not fascinated by things that labels can offer them. I feel like a lot of people down here grow up since they was kids seeing flashy shit, nice shit, riding and shit like that. So you telling a nigga that already ran through $1 million, he $1 million, hit 30,000, and then you got to grind your way to get this type of bag, that type of bag. This is 30 grand advance, but you got a budget of like maybe 50 to 100,000 for your project and thing like that. A lot of niggas down here might not necessarily understand that because ain't really like a structure down here where people get that kind of game. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas be like, I'll give you the game, but just sign your life away to me.
Right.
I'll give you the game. Niggas Miami ain't going. So it's like, shit, man, whatever. But I feel like that's a thing too, where it's like people not knowing. There's a lot of talent down here, but not knowing how to go about being seen. You know what I'm saying? And then if you are seen, it's like there aren't enough people out there to keep the shit going, keep it pushing, you know what I'm saying, and support it, or know how to support it, rather. You know what I'm saying? Because I think there's a lot of people that will support, but maybe they don't know how to, or how much support from them will play an important role. You know what I'm saying? Because some people might just look at it like, oh, yeah, you rap cool. You know what I'm saying? But don't know I'm a promoter, I got a party. Shit. If I make sure the DJ play this kid's shit, this might mean something, you know what I mean? I might play an important part to that. Maybe they might not know that shit, you know what I'm saying? Because Miami's Miami. There's a lot of tourists down here. There's a lot of record execs that come out here and go out and hang out, you know what I'm saying? You might not know who that is as a promoter or even as a DJ. It's a nigga in there that's looking to sign, or not necessarily looking to sign, but just in there just vibing. And might hear a record like, damn, well, they be playing this shit in every club I go to. Well, this shit, well, this is hard. Who this is? Well, I ain't never heard this artist. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature.
Yeah, them doors open up just that quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So for all the out-of-towners, man, when they come down here, you just recently opened up the smoke shop. Let them know what a smoke shop at, man.
It's in North Miami, man, 13633 Northwest 7th Avenue, man, North Miami, Florida. That's where I'm from, North Miami. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Pioneer, Swamp Dogs. Yo, all that good stuff there, you know what I mean? Yeah, come holler at me, man. I got a lot of things in works too that's coming. Yeah, I got some things coming, man. I'll holler at you. You'll be part of it, man. Everybody that I've done a podcast with, gonna be a part of what I got to come, man. I love the crib, man. I'm about the crib. You feel what I'm saying? That's why even if I don't agree with somebody, or like I might not say get along with somebody for a brief period of time, you ain't gonna hear me talk crazy about them publicly, because I'm all about the crib.
Yeah,
I don't be with that. I don't be with that messy shit. I've seen it do nothing. I've seen it do nothing for neither party. You know what I'm saying? You just going public about a misunderstanding, and sometimes some shit you be saying you just can't go back to. You can't come back from. You feel me?
That's real, boy.
So I just be like, I ain't on that, man. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm always for the crib. Always. It's like you treat this shit like it's family.
Yeah.
You leave that shit inside, bro. You don't get on public platforms and just start, hey man, fuck this thing or fuck that, because I feel like at the moment this nigga ain't doing this or that nigga ain't doing that, and it might be a misunderstanding. Well, nigga might not even know who the fuck you is, or may not even got the memo, or may not understand that couldn't do it at that time, but at a later date they could have. But because you got on, fuck that, you fucked the later date up.
That's real, though. That's real, though, man.
And then it's like over 9 billion people on Earth. One monkey can't stop your show. Can't focus on that. You know what I'm saying? My opinion.
That's 100. Dade County for life, man. So when can the people expect a project from you on top of you?
Hopefully, I was trying to do it by the end of this month, but it's going for sure in 2026.
Yeah. So when y'all finish with the project, man, you know, we'll pull up to the smoke shop and get the people a live listen.
Yeah, we definitely do that.
Yeah.
We do a listening party there, you know what I'm saying?
Get the people a live listen, man.
Do a little vibe in there, you feel what I'm saying?
I appreciate you to the fullest.
No, I appreciate you.
Man.
Appreciate you having me, man. You know, I'm again, man. I'm just about the crib, man. All the platforms that's hollering at me. I'm like, I'll come through. I'll pull up. I ain't tripping. I ain't about to. Well, how many numbers you got? Nah, just make shit happen.
And for the producers and the artists that might be trying to contact Sneak for the features and all that, like, talk to him, man.
Holler at me. I ain't hard to find. DJ Sam Sneak on Instagram and on TikTok. I be on TikTok for real. I encourage everybody to get on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see what it did for Bushy B. Y'all see what it's doing for Young Gordon. Y'all see what it's doing for Deslock. You know what I'm saying? Even though they ain't really doing it the way they like they ain't sticking or they ain't, you know, doing the walk the way they supposed to. They line dancing, but you know, it's just moving. You feel what I'm saying? I advise y'all get on TikTok, man. Get on TikTok.
I appreciate you, man. Shouts out to the legend Sam Sneak for pulling through. Oldman Da Landlord, One Chance, One Life TV. We gone.
I'm the ancient one. Your boy Sneaker Box. Hi.
Shouts out to all my supporters, man. I appreciate everything, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man, and help the YouTube channel to continue to grow.
Oh man, what's up? It's for the ghettos worldwide.